finally another COD video. I mean, I know you guys might be wondering why I'm waiting just now to do a COD video, because the last COD video I did was Infinite Warfare, and I had to get rid of Infinite Warfare to download this game, so I didn't get the bundle 2 years ago when this game was bundled with Infinite Warfare. I just got Infinite Warfare by itself. This came out 2 days ago, I think, for PlayStation Plus users for free, but it's still $40 for people who are not PlayStation Plus members. But pretty sure almost everyone is, because you need PlayStation Plus to do online multiplayer stuff like that. So we're gonna do some multiplayer on Modern Warfare. So here we go. So if you guys want me to do the campaign, then I'll gladly bring content of that up to the channel, the campaign, and then maybe tomorrow or the next day, either Friday or Saturday, I'll make a video on what do I think of possibility of COD 2019 being Modern Warfare 4. It's a big possibility, but there's also another possibility of it being something else, you know? I mean, Activision does this type of stuff a lot. I mean, they do lots of this stuff. So another leaked game possibly would be Ghost 2, but I don't think that's really gonna happen. At least not yet, anyway. But because I know not everyone was a big fan of the online multiplayer, but the campaign, on the other hand, it was the best campaign that the game had in a long time. To tell you the truth, I didn't mind the multiplayer. It was pretty decent, but in my eyes, but I'm surprised how Ghost got all that bad attention the way it did, because I don't think that was their intention in the first place, you know? Ghost nonetheless is a pretty good game. I personally enjoy it. I go back from time to time playing Ghost, and there's times when I want to re-download it, and oh, look. Last time I saw it was in the kitchen. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm back. So what was I? Oh yeah, Ghost is not that bad. Pretty good ass game. In a lot of people's eyes, it wasn't really that good, but same attention happened to World War II in that matter, because there's another YouTuber that is called Prestigious Key. He actually talked about this, and he said that World War II also got all that hated vibes to it, sort of. World War II is a pretty decent game, and whether you like World at War, which is the first one, or World War II, but I played both of the World War games. I played World at War, World War II, and then what makes sense to me, here's another thing. What makes sense to me if the 2019 COD is going to be Modern Warfare 4, it kind of makes sense because Black Ops just added basically added a fourth installment to that specific franchise of COD. You know what I mean? Like not even a few months ago. And so it makes sense for Modern Warfare to add a fourth installment to that trilogy of CODs. So it makes sense to me that that 2019 could be Modern Warfare 4, but then again, I don't know any of the details yet, because it's still too early to tell of what the game's gonna be. But all the hype is over Modern Warfare 4 to be the 2019 game. Damn.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Alright, so there's slight of a chance for this to be Ghost 2, because the guys that made Modern Warfare series also brought the Ghost game, called it Ghost, which is a lot of people's disliked game of all time. You know what I mean?
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Next thing is, if they're, who knows? I mean, the campaign's good. It is good. The multiplayer is good in my eyes, and then that was the only game that introduced a mode called Squads. What the fuck? Squad was basically you and your Squad was basically you and your team of bots against another player and their team of bots. So it was somewhat like multiplayer, but your team was all your players from your list. You know what I mean? Because in Ghost there was all these operators you could unlock to make a squad. But at the same time, it was also for players who.
Our UAV is online.
Damn. Ghost introduced a lot of decent new stuff to the Call of Duty universe. Introduced Extinction, which was the replacement for zombies. And I liked the Extinction mode a lot. And there was a DLC pack for multiplayer, which involved getting the Extinction pack, which was like additional Ghost character skins, because they had the same vibe as the Ghost pack, which had, so it was like you have the main pack of the Ghost squad. You had Hef, you had Elias, and you had Merrick, you had shit, Keegan.
Back again.
In my eyes, I think that was a decent pack.
So,
On the other hand, so regardless if it's Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty Ghost 2, I want them to like do more packs like they did in Ghost, which is they bring DLC skin packs to the game, to where like you can use Call of Duty Ghost characters in Modern Warfare 4. You know what I mean? Because Ghost brought over some skins from characters in the Modern Warfare series, and it brought over the Ghost. Like, if you played Modern Warfare 2, you know who this dude is. He actually basically is from that squad of Ghost. even though it was beforehand, and he was from the UK. But they added his skin in the Call of Duty Ghost anyways, because it makes sense, doesn't it? He's dressed exactly like one, so
Team deathmatch.
you can't really blame them for doing that, but I don't know. I mean, Modern Warfare 4 would be a pretty good one, but the only leak so far is that Call of Duty Ghost 2019 is gonna have a campaign, so that's good for me because I personally liked the campaigns of COD. Black Ops 4 didn't add one because they started realizing that the fan base never really played their campaign. You know what I mean? So the campaign in Black Ops 4 was not gonna happen. So if you wanted a Black Ops campaign, you would have to go back to Black Ops 3 or something. But they did add those little story missions with all the multiplayer characters, so it was somewhat of a campaign in there, but damn. But if they do Ghost 2 for 2019 COD, then we can continue the story with Logan, because the Ghost story was never finished. You know what I mean? Because the story just ended with Rourke basically taking Logan off the shoreline, and Hatch was just there looking because he was wounded. He couldn't really move because he was hurt. So personally, I think if they do a campaign for Call of Duty 2, Ghost, sorry, they're probably gonna continue the story of Logan, obviously, because his story's not done. It's not even finished, by far. Because, like I just said, the story just ended with Logan just getting dragged off the shoreline, where they thought they killed Rourke, but then they didn't. So, then again, this is not their first. This is not any. A lot of ghosts try to kill Rourke in the past, and they failed. I wouldn't say Ajax, who is the other Ghost crew member. If that's why he was captured at like towards the beginning of the game. If he was there either to scout or he was there to take out Rourke. But Ajax was the first of the squad to end up dying, which sucked, but it was pretty bad. And at the same time, his outfit, like his skin was the only one that was not in the multiplayer packs. I don't know if a lot of people questioned that choice. Because I'm pretty sure there were some people that probably wanted to use the Ajax body skin for multiplayer. I mean, I would have, but for Ghost, I think I still use the Elias Ghost skin, or maybe, but it also depends because I always rotate characters when I play Ghost. So I sometimes use the Ghost with the Extinction Ghost pack on.
Our UAV is online. Our UAV is online.
Okay.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Fucking stuff. These guys, where the hell are these dudes, man? But go. Let's see, there's probably... Oh, didn't stick the not the melee attack in time, but I don't know, man. I mean, COD 2019 can be anything. It may not even be Modern Warfare 4. It may not even be Ghost 2. They might save those for like 2020 or 2021 maybe. So it could be anything. I mean, so let me tell you this. So let's go back to Advanced Warfare for a bit. The first game I actually liked. The first installment of Advanced Warfare. And then Sledgehammer was making a sequel to that until they heard that no one really cares about getting another Advanced Warfare because they want to go back to boots on the ground. And that's when World War II happened. I mean, I still want to see Advanced Warfare 2 also. But we have to, for that to happen, we would have to wait for Sledgehammer's turn to make the game, which is next year, I believe. Yeah, next year. Because it always rotates. It rotates from let's see. It always rotates from Treyarch to Activision. Well, actually, Activision isn't participated in all these, but there's Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games. Actually, yeah, it's Treyarch. They always rotate to see who gets a turn to make a COD game, you know what I mean? So, this year's Activision that's making it, or no, Infinity Ward that is making the game. And then next year it's going to be Sledgehammer's turn to make the COD. So, I don't really see why they would do a game based off everyone's views about how the games are. I mean, personally, I think Advanced Warfare is like the best one out there, but that's just me. That's the first of a new generation of COD. You know what? You know what I mean? So it's like that was the first game ever to introduce XO movement in COD. So personally, in my view, that is the most iconic COD ever because that introduced a new era of Call of Duty. So this means a lot of what this means. So Advanced Warfare is legendary because it's the first to introduce a new generation of COD, which was the exosuits. So it didn't last very long just because of all the negative vibes it got. So after Infinite Warfare, they decided to stop the production of Call of Duty games with exosuits because they saw all the negative vibes about it. So that's when they decided to just go back to boots on the ground. And then it also affected Black Ops 4 in a way because something tells me they wanted to continue doing the exo stuff just because I agree. Black Ops with the exos, they actually know how to make it work. But at the same time, there's also a lot of other vibes that involve that exo suits always do really bad when it comes to making COD games great. What else is there about 2019 COD? It's me. So far, let's see. I think Infinity Ward did get in on the exosuit thing. think they're the, yeah, they did. They're the ones that made Infinite Warfare, my bad. But on the other hand, a lot of companies got in on the EXO stuff once. But Sledgehammer is still iconic because they're the ones that introduced that feature to the COD series. So that makes that game really iconic. First of the franchise to actually introduce something new to the generation. A new generation of COD. Damn, someone saw me. But something tells me in the future there might be a new COD where they're gonna be also in the legendary part of the franchise, just because they're introducing something new. You know what I mean? To a game that doesn't really get that many features that much. So, like I said, Advanced Warfare introduced the EXO movement to the COD franchise. And then another thing involved was... Shit. Who fucking threw that back at me? Damn. So... who knows, I mean, there could be a permanent COD game that takes place in space, maybe. I know Infinite Warfare did that concept already, but that's just like, I mean, like, we don't need really, like, astronaut suits to breathe. Like, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So... it could be something like that could change the way that everyone sees COD. I mean, personally, I think COD could change for the better. So,
Mission accomplished.
Me personally, I don't think COD needs much of a change, because me personally, I think all the games are pretty cool. But for a lot of people, they want to see a lot of new things coming to COD when it comes to a new game. You know what I mean? So let's go back to what we were originally talking about. So, 2019 COD. So we're like... we're like 8 months away from the next title being released. So, Activision doesn't really have any leaks or information about the next COD. But Prestigious Key did talk about this like a few weeks ago about COD 2019. If you haven't checked out his channel, I recommend to do so. He talks about a lot of leaks or anything that happens to COD. If you are still one of those players that plays World War II, he just posted a new video about that. So for you World War II players, there's gonna be new items coming in the game. So there's gonna be new weapons, new reticles for your sight, new armor, and she actually did talk about Modern Warfare 4 for a bit, and it was not even that long ago, honestly. He talked about this quite a bit, actually. It's not really particularly around Modern Warfare 4, but he brought it up in a video of Modern Warfare Remastered, which is him saying this game's free now, because it is. But not for long, it's like only available for a month. But that's PlayStation Plus for you. So there's a lot of things that could happen. I mean, So go check out his channel, watch the Modern Warfare remastered video of his that he posted like I believe a day or two ago, maybe more, because he didn't really he already had the Modern Warfare remastered game. Get rid of that asshole. Alright. So he did talk about Modern Warfare 4 for a bit. There wasn't much information, but it was pretty big. So that gives me a lot of hopes that 2019 COD could beat anything really. It may not, like I said, it may not even be Modern Warfare 4. It may not even be Ghost 2. Because Infinity Ward made both of those franchises.
Our UAV is online.
So they can decide what they want to do with their next COD. You know what I mean? So not like a see you later type of thing, but who the hell sees me? Shit. But the one thing that's different, honestly, about the early CODs, it's faster movement pace. You know. So me personally, I played Modern Warfare 3. That's when I started getting into the franchise. So I ended up buying Modern Warfare 2 and the original Modern Warfare. And Modern Warfare 2's campaign was a really good one, to say the least. But it had a really fucked up ending. Sorry for my language, but I have no other way to say it. But the original Modern Warfare campaign is also pretty good too. I mean, but the second campaign to the campaign to Modern Warfare 2 is really, really good, but it has a really screwed up ending, like I said.
UAV recon standing by.
Because you team up with this guy from the UK, which is, his name's Ghost, but that's his, I don't really know what his real name is, but that's what he's called in the game, which is Ghost. Oh, shit. So the dude that took you under his wing in the first game, Modern Warfare, he ended up betraying you and Ghost in the second one. I don't know why he did what he did, cause I mean it's too late to ask questions, but the damage is done. So who knows? I mean, Modern Warfare 4. Who knows? There could be a chance they could bring another guy from the Ghost squad into the game. So like, it may not even be the Ghost guy, which obviously not, because he's already dead. He was burnt. He was burnt to ashes alongside the character that you were playing in the second game, but so. Who knows, it could be Merrick that ends up in the Modern Warfare 4. I mean, that would be pretty cool, but I don't think they're gonna do that, because if you played Ghost, Merrick is now the leader of the Ghost team. So this changes a lot of stuff, really. A lot. What the hell? Oh, he was hiding in the sewer? Oh. So I would think if they decide to put another guy that's from the Ghost team into the Modern Warfare franchise, It could either be Keegan or Hash or maybe
UAV
Kick.
is online.
If you don't know who Kick is the other guy that is from your set of... He's from your set of Ghost Squad soldiers, basically.
UAV is online. We're about to
But
win
he
this
was a
one.
side
Keep up the fire.
character for basically
Friendly
most of the
airstrike
game.
on the way.
I think you only had like 2 or 3 missions with him, and then he was gone. Keegan, you had like 4. And then there's Ajax. You didn't really have a mission with him, but you didn't run into him because you were on a rescue mission for the guy, alongside Merrick and Keegan and all these guys. You and Hash were not really a ghost member yet, because you guys didn't even know that. They didn't even know that their dad was even a ghost. But then again, it's an interesting plot. I mean, that's just a guess.
UAV is airborne.
I mean, hopefully they don't
UAV
make
is online.
Logan, if they decide to do a second Ghost game, into a Federation guy, because that would not be really pleasant, really. It wouldn't be good at all.
UAV recon standing by.
Alright.
Our UAV is online.
Alright, who am I missing? Alright, so let me hide behind here. Let's get my health back. Shit. Alright. Shit. I need my health back, dude. Oh. Some of the shotguns in this game are really overpowered, man. Yeah, I at least want the last kill. Oh, is everyone? Oh, never mind. Alright guys, that's my video for COD 2019, alongside with some Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay. Please like, subscribe, and leave your comments on what you guys think of what the 2019 COD could possibly turn out to be. It could be anything, really. Just put your comments, and like I said, like, subscribe, and this has been Bubba G. Peace, fellas.